Hey everyone, this is Ryder from Skip. I hope you're doing well. It's Monday, September 21st. I have a very quick video for you on the latest stimulus updates and some alternative grant funding for small businesses. It's a good EIDL advanced alternative. I'm going to talk about the progress on EIDL, PPP, stimulus news, all of this in light of Friday's shocking and sad news that Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away. And that's added a whole new element to these stimulus talks. I'm going to talk about that. As always, thank you so much for subscribing and supporting our channel, and I hope you had a good weekend. I'm going to talk about this American Express $10 million grant program because it is time sensitive. But first, I want to give a brief recap on the news from Friday. As we know, Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away. Sad news. She was the second female to be on the Supreme Court, and she was there obviously for such a long time. There's a lot that's come out since this news, however. Most major politicians have offered condolences, including President Trump. But the reality is now there's a Supreme Court seat open, and this is a huge discussion in the lead up to the election. Mitch McConnell and President Trump spoke just a couple hours after her passing about the Supreme Court nominees and who was on the short list. They were already thinking who would replace her, and Trump announced over the weekend that he had a short list of 2 women who he would put forth this coming week. Here is the criticism. Mitch McConnell has seen his priorities questions as he looks to push through a Supreme Court replacement for the late Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg amid continued failure to pass a stimulus bill through Congress. So all of a sudden, what's most important for the American people, this stimulus bill, he's already focused his attention on this and passing through a Supreme Court nominee before the election. Now, of course, the Democrats are asking, what can we do to delay this until after the election? Just like in 2016, when Obama had an option to put forth the nominee, Republicans said, no, let's wait until after the election. Same case now. Of course, Mitch McConnell is making some small nuance about this. The bottom line is there are a couple Republican senators who agree that a decision should not be made on the Supreme Court seat until the next president is decided, okay? The question is, are there enough Republicans now who will say no to something Mitch McConnell proposes? We have to wait and see on that. There are a lot of scenarios, but Pelosi has had several comments on this, including a second Trump impeachment potentially in this lame duck session. Here's what she said. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi on Sunday did not rule out impeaching President Donald Trump or Attorney General William Barr if the Senate tries to push through a Supreme Court nomination during a lame duck session if Joe Biden wins the November election. As I just mentioned, 2 Senate Republicans have opposed a vote on the nominee before the election, Susan Collins of Maine and Lisa Murkowski of Alaska. And there are a couple others that are seen as potentially opposing the vote as well. Again, from CNN today, Democrats began discussing their options Saturday, with senators all vowing a furious fight to keep the seat vacant until next year, when a new Senate convenes and when Joe Biden may occupy the White House. Now, the problem here is the focus is completely shifted to this. Over the weekend, there was no stimulus discussions. It's only about the open Supreme Court seat. Of course, this was shocking news, and it came about suddenly, so the attention of lawmakers has shifted. That's, of course, the bad news for all of us. But there are some pieces of good news. There are grants, and of course, there's about a week and a half left until we announce the winners of our September giveaway. Again, we are giving 100% of our YouTube revenue this month to you, subscribers of this channel who watched this video above. We are also going to announce the winners on our Instagram. So on Instagram, we're at hello.skip. We would hate to see you win a stimulus check from us and not know about it. Again, we're going to share that all on October 1st or October 2nd. Of course, our main goal is to help as many people as possible. Speaking of, for small businesses, there are a couple grant programs that cities are putting out. Here's this one in LA. LA County Supervisors approved $10 million grant for breweries impacted by coronavirus. This is breweries and wineries, okay? I'm going to link to this in the description in case it applies to you. Again, we are always scouring metro areas across the U.S. to find grant programs to tell you about. Secondly, D.C. will give businesses $6,000 grants to winterize their outdoor dining spaces. So again, this is primarily towards food businesses, but if you're in D.C. and you're a food business, pay attention to that. Finally, here's the big news, and I hope you can apply by today because they are due today for this first round. American Express and Shaquille O'Neal launch a $10 million grant program for Black businesses affected by COVID-19. Now you can read the details here. I'm going to link to it in the description. Eligible Black small business owners will be considered for a $5,000 grant. Applications are available at webackblackbusinesses.com with a fast turnaround. The deadline is September 21st. Here's the fine print. The coalition will then randomly select 280 finalist applicants who will be notified via email by September 22 to complete a more in-depth application due September 28th. So they're doing it quickly. Apply here. Check out the link in the description. If any new grant programs come up this week, we will let you know. Hit subscribe. Follow us on Instagram at hello.skip because we will announce our giveaway winners there as well. Again, thanks so much for watching. I hope you had a good weekend. Most importantly, stay well and stay safe, and I'll see you tomorrow.